All right, so today the NBA commissioner decided to speak on Ja Morant flashing the gun. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
An 8-game suspension was pretty serious and something that he, at least to me, seemed to take incredibly seriously in that time. And we spoke for a long time about not just the consequences that could have on his career, but the safety issues around it. Could have injured, maimed, killed himself, someone else with an act like that. And also the acknowledgement that, as you said, he's a star. I mean, he has an incredibly huge following.
Yeah.
And that my concern, and I thought he shared with me, that millions, if not tens of millions of kids globally would see him as having done something that was celebrating in a way. You know, that act of using a firearm in that fashion. And so I at least was left with the sense that he was taking this incredibly seriously. So honestly, I was shocked when I saw this weekend that video. Now, we're in the process of investigating it, and we'll figure out exactly what happened to the best we can then. It's the video's a bit grainy and all that, but I'm assuming the worst, you know, but we'll figure out, you know, exactly what happened.
Now, I know a lot of people have questioned Adam Silver's decision-making since he took the position as NBA commissioner. But I think in this situation, he spoke extremely well. And he brought up some points that I haven't heard from a lot of people. I know everybody in America is all for guns. I want to protect myself. What if somebody break in my house? Blah, 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 blah. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about proper gun safety. I don't think any of the people who are defending Ja Morant to the ends of the earth are thinking to themselves, what if that gun went off? You see, he twiddling that gun with his two fingers, his index finger and his thumb. That's not proper gun safety, swinging a gun around that could potentially hit you or your friends or an innocent bystander who just walking around watching y'all act a fool, listening to NBA Youngboy in the driveway while Ja's on top of a car dancing. Somebody could have seriously got hurt. So I appreciate Adam Silver speaking on that point. Now also he spoke about the last situation and the conversation that he had with Ja. And I like the fact that he had to sit down with Ja and explain the 8-game suspension to him. Here's why you're getting suspended. And here are some of the consequences you could face in the future. And to hear that Ja Morant spoke to the commissioner and still did this for a second time is extremely disappointing to me, if it already wasn't disappointing already, right? I keep telling y'all, you cannot get to the NBA without knowing how to act. And this is why I'm holding Ja accountable. You knew how to act in high school, college, all the way till you got to the NBA. I never heard about Ja Morant was a street thug gangster who had 10 bodies and teardrops tattooed on his eyes. He then dropped about, he King Von now. I guess Ja Morant is supposed to be King Von, Ja Wick, and all the special nicknames they done came up for him. I never heard about it until he got hundreds of millions of dollars and went to the NBA. He didn't do this on his first contract. He did this on the $100 million plus contract. Oh, now I'm super rich, so I want to be hard and I want to act like a gangster. Lastly, I love that Adam Silver spoke about his responsibility to the fans and the kids all around the world. Ja Morant isn't a normal NBA player. He is one of these players that the kids love and look up to. They watch. Look, the NBA, I love watching LeBron, but a lot of people don't like that part of the game. Stephen Curry has been out for so many years. When I mean out, I mean he's been around shooting threes from half court for about 5 or 6 or 7 years now. A lot of the kids, they're bored with that. Ja Morant is the new guy. He's the new NBA phenomenon. He has a responsibility to not let kids think that that's okay. If you ask me, and I hate to just try to put out something to help somebody decide whether or not Ja Morant should get punished this severely or not, but I think he might get a whole season suspension. Everybody keep talking about 50-30 games. I think the punishment will be more extensive than that, if you ask me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Make sure you like the video once again. I commend Adam Silvers for speaking up. I know a lot of people think he ain't qualified for the job, but he doesn't shy away and he doesn't run away from his responsibilities. And if he makes a decision, he stands on it. You got to give him that. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.